Have you ever pondered how a man of humble beginnings could conquer Europe and leave an indelible mark on history? Enter Napoleon Bonaparte, a figure of monumental significance whose life journey took him from the obscurity of Corsica to the grandeur of the French throne. His story is one of ambition, military genius, and an insatiable hunger for power. This is the story of Napoleon Bonaparte, a man who redefined the course of history. Born in Corsica in 1769, Napoleon's journey to greatness was anything but predictable. The second of 8 children born to Carlo Bonaparte, a lawyer, and his wife, Letizia Ramolino, Napoleon was a child of modest means. In his early years, Napoleon was sent to mainland France for education, away from his native Corsica. It was here that he developed an affinity for French culture, language, and most notably, its military tradition. Despite being an outsider and often bullied for his Corsican accent, Napoleon did not let the obstacles deter him. His tenacity led him to the elite École Militaire in Paris, where he trained to become an artillery officer. At the tender age of 16, Napoleon was given his first commission, and his military career began. His exceptional strategic mind and leadership skills were apparent even then, earning him respect and recognition. Napoleon's early life set the stage for a man who would come to be known as a military genius. In the chaotic aftermath of the French Revolution, a star was rising. Napoleon Bonaparte, a young and ambitious artillery officer, seized the opportunities presented by the tumultuous times. As the French Revolution spiraled into the Reign of Terror, Napoleon's military prowess shone brightly on the battlefield. His strategic mind and fearless leadership led to impressive victories during the French Revolutionary Wars. The political landscape of France was in flux, and Napoleon proved to be not only a military genius, but also a skilled political operator. His popularity soared, and in a remarkable shift of power, he was appointed as the first consul of France, effectively making him the ruler of the nation. Under Napoleon's rule, France underwent significant transformations. He introduced a series of reforms that revolutionized the country's law, education, and administrative systems. The Napoleonic Code, his most significant legal reform, laid the foundation for civil law systems across the globe. He also established a centralized public education system and streamlined the administrative structure of the country, making it more efficient. In a matter of years, Napoleon had risen from a relatively unknown officer to the ruler of France, commanding respect and fear in equal measure. His rise was as meteoric as it was unprecedented. Napoleon had climbed to the pinnacle of power, but his ambition was far from satisfied. From the ashes of the French Revolution, Napoleon built an empire. With a vision of grandeur and a thirst for power, he set out to reshape Europe under the banner of the French Empire. He was a military genius, leading his troops to victory in numerous campaigns, expanding France's influence across the continent. His ambitiousness knew no bounds. He sought to establish a French hegemony in Europe, and for a time it seemed he might succeed. His armies marched across the continent, claiming victory after victory. From the sandy deserts of Egypt to the frozen landscapes of Russia, the French eagle soared high. But all empires, no matter how grand, are destined to meet challenges. The turning point arrived with the Battle of Waterloo. It was here that Napoleon's invincibility was shattered. Outmaneuvered and outnumbered, his once unstoppable Grande Armée met defeat. This marked the beginning of the end for Napoleon's reign. In the aftermath, he was exiled to the remote island of St. Helena. His dreams of empire, once so vivid and robust, crumbled to dust. Napoleon, the man who had once held the power of an empire in his hands, found himself a prisoner on a distant island. His fall was as dramatic as his rise. In the end, even the mighty Napoleon couldn't escape the cruel hands of fate. His downfall serves as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of power and ambition. Yet even in defeat, Napoleon's legacy continues to echo through history. Napoleon Bonaparte, a name etched in the annals of history, but what is his legacy? His reign sowed the seeds of modern nationalism across Europe, steering an entire continent towards unity. He revolutionized military organization, setting the blueprint for armies worldwide. His legal reforms, encapsulated in the Napoleonic Code, still underpin many legal systems today. Napoleon Bonaparte, a man of humble beginnings who dared to dream big, lived fast, and left a lasting legacy that continues to shape our world.